Hey everybody, Scorpion here. So I'm going to run a couple prices of some things that I've stacked up a little bit on. Of course, we got motherboards over there and stuff. They still have to be split up a little bit, but like your cards here, after you've taken everything off, there's no fan left, there's no aluminum, there's no heat sink, there's no bracket, all that. The cards that come out your computer. You got copper, aluminum, rad is basically what you call that. Most of the time this is your big heat sinks and stuff out of laptops and computers and all. Maybe gold fingers, not gold fingers, the pins with gold in them. Just get a couple weights, and I figured I'd kind of show it off, but I got a stack of hard drives, DVD drives and stuff over there I still got to take apart and everything else. So if y'all are interested, hang tight and we'll see what we got.
Rock bottle on the track, boy.
Alright, so this is what I got on the connectors with gold in them. And I mean, I've got all kinds of stuff from, you know, the small stuff to bigger stuff. It was my understanding if it had to do with the computer and the pins were gold, they would pay you. So if that's true, that's what I have right now. And we're sitting at 13 pounds. Let's check something else. Alright, so this is slot cards that I have. I'm taking apart computers. As you can tell, it's not a whole lot because there's the bottom. And I haven't nicely stacked them in there yet because the box hasn't got full. But I'll need to take that piece off there, but I'll leave it. Anyway, just trying to get an idea of where I'm at and all. So this looks like 9.8 pounds. So let's check weight on something else. Alright, so this is copper aluminum rad box from laptops and all that good stuff. I'll probably punch that out because that's solid copper, and then send this straight to aluminum because get a little bit more money that way. But a lot of these, as you can see, the copper crosses through it where you can't, you know, you'll spend so much time trying to get that stuff out, it's really not worth it. You know, you can pull these off and throw them in with aluminum and send that as copper, but it's too time consuming really. So we're sitting 15.6 pounds of that right now. Alright, so wire. This is a plastic bag of wire that I've gotten from stripping computers. This is power cords. This is everything that you'd find in computers except for the really thin stuff. And I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it's like flat and thin. It's runs from like one drive to the other. I don't put that in there. I keep that a little separate. But anyway, so that's what I have right now of that. And I'm up to 19 pounds. And I tied it off because that's enough for that bag. If I get it any fuller, it's going to rip on me. So let's check one more weight. So ribbon wire is what I was thinking of that I don't normally put in there. So this is my RAM, and right now I've just been tossing it all in the same box. There might be about 4 sticks that's aluminum coated instead of gold, and maybe 2 or 3 of these, and I'll take that off. But as I said, I'm just trying to get a guess of where I'm at for the work I've done, and I normally work anywhere from 2 to 6 hours a night, just playing around, taking my time. So that's sitting at 5 pounds. So let's see if we can check some prices on board sort, just to give us an idea of where we're at.
Pancake.
Alright, so I know that this isn't the best view. I'll learn screen recording one day. But that's definitely not today. So, see slot cards. That'd be Goldfinger card, clean, no fan, no sink, no bracket. So that's taking everything off of it. It's $5.20 a pound. So let me write that down. Let's see, mixed wire. Alright, mixed wires right here at 65 cents a pound. I forgot to bring up the picture of the other one, I do believe. Let me see if I can find it again, just so y'all can kind of see. There we go. So there you go. So this is where your piece goes in. It looks like the screws are still in it. That would give you extra weight. I don't think you're supposed to do that though. But with the Goldfinger still on here and everything else still on the chip, take that bracket off. Most of the time that's all you have to do is take a bracket off of it. Sometimes they have aluminum shielding on it, or they've got a heat sink and a fan. You got to take all that off to get this price. If you don't, the price drops. Let's see, Goldfinger card. So if we come down here, so this is trimmed finger cards. So this is where they left the bracket on and they cut the gold fingers off of it. So that changes your price. That's what they'll give you. So trimmed is $2.75 a pound. Goldfinger card with oversized heat sink and or fan on it. So this is what some of them look like. You see your gold fingers and your bracket. So if you take everything off of it, you get the top price, and then you can sell your aluminum as aluminum, the fans as motors, you know, that kind of thing. But if you just leave it all together like that, it's $1.25 a pound. So that's why I strip it all off, and I can get more, you know, the other way. Alright, so let's see, RAM, blank RAM, mixed RAM. We'll go with Goldfinger RAM, because that's what I'd say 98% of what's in that box is. So you just the stick with the chips and the gold on the bottom. If it's got the aluminum shield, you need to take it off, or you can sell it that way, but it's just like, you know, your cards, it drops your price. So I'll take a minute or two and take it off, but that's $23 a pound. It used to be $22, so it's $23 a pound. So that went up a little bit, I guess, with the gold price increase. Let's see, connectors. It's in here somewhere. I don't remember exactly where it's at, but oh, here it is. Ooh. So connector ends, the ones with gold, the gold pins. Alright, if they're not gold, they don't want them. So connector ends are $1 a pound. And copper aluminum rad, I don't know if they even have that listed on here. Dirty aluminum copper heat sink is 40 cents a pound. Clean aluminum heat sinks are 50 cents a pound. Clean aluminum copper heat sink is 85 cents a pound. So there's your difference. 85 cents a pound if it's clean. So it's nothing but copper and aluminum left, which means you have to take a little bit of time to clean them up. if they're dirty, which means you've left this metal piece here on, which is, it's not aluminum, or if you've left the little piece that connects between, you know, your heat sink and your chip to help transfer the heat. If you leave the plastic on there, this metal piece is shred, is what it goes for, because it's not aluminum. So if you leave them dirty, instead of 85 cents a pound, it's 40 cents a pound. So you get an extra 45 cents a pound for cleaning them up. So let's see if we can figure out what we have as far as a breakdown on prices here. So gold connectors are $1 a pound, 6 pounds, so that's $6. Definitely did not make us rich. Slot cards, let's see here. I'm gonna pull out my calculator, so I don't want to mess anything up. 9.8 pounds at $5.20 a pound, so that's $50.96. Copper aluminum rads, they were running, let's see, I had 15.6 pounds. So 15.6 times 85 cents a pound comes up to $13.26. Mixed wire was 19 pounds at 65 cents a pound, so that's $12.35. And then we had RAM. It's only 5 pounds of it at 23 a pound. That's 115. So as I sit right now, and I've got other stuff other places, I was just trying to get a rough estimate, basically of where I'm at and what I've got going on, and give y'all a little bit of an estimate too. So with that said, I'm gonna run back through them again, but give me a second to give a total. Alright, so gold pin connectors, $1 a pound. We had 6 pounds, that's $6. Slot cards, we had 9.8 pounds at $5.20 a pound, so that's $50.96. Not bad. Copper aluminum rads, we had 15.6 pounds at 85 cents a pound, so that is $13.26. We have mixed wire, 19 pounds at 65 cents a pound, comes up to $12.35. And then we had 5 pounds of RAM at $23 a pound, that's $115. So if you add it all up, you come up to $197.57. And that's just for 5 boxes that I have sitting here. So, this is what I do with my spare time instead of watching TV. Sit around, chat, take stuff apart, which I find relaxing, and try to turn it into $1 and $197. We'll say $200. How much silver would that buy you? That's almost, I mean, that's getting close to buying a tenth of gold, I think. Aren't they like 200 and something? So, you know, just a way to make some money. Maybe you got an extra bill you need to throw it on, you know, whatever. But I spend my time making extra money instead of watching TV and rotting my brain, because my brain has enough issues. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope that information's good for you. Of course, we did it off board sort, and some of those things, the weight's going to change just a little, because a couple of those cards, RAM cards, have aluminum on both sides of it, so I'll have to take those off, and I got a couple that's aluminum instead of gold, but they pay you a different price for those too, so just all depends. But I just wanted to get a feeling of where I was at, how much looks like what, and that kind of thing as a reference. So I know the video's long, but hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you think.